morning, guys. It is December 15th, 2016. On this one here, I got a guy, I did an oil burner cleaning there, I don't know, 3 years ago. I was there last week to bleed the oil tank. He's got an oil-fired oil tank, oil-fired hot water tank that had air in the pump. But he says it's out again, so probably gonna have to change the pump on that. And I gotta go by there and do the cleanings. It's been 3 years, so it's been a while. Should be doing an oil burner cleaning, you know, maintenance once a year, so I gotta check it good, make sure everything's working good. I went there later on in the day type of thing just to get him hot water for his kid, but the heat's still working, but the hot water tank's out again, so we'll see if there's air in the pump again. We'll give it the once over. I'll make a determination on what I'm gonna do with it. I check the filter at the tank, and I think I put a new tank in this house a couple of years ago. Anyway, I'll try to get you some shots when I'm there. Two 16-13. 3 years. So there's the cleaning. Seems like the water heater is running. But we're going to change the filters and give them the once over. Looks like that filter's leaking. We got an overhead oil line going where? Oh, the overhead oil line goes to this. This is an overhead oil line to this one. As you could see before, it was not protected. This way, an overhead oil line. That's running. She's hot, she's running, so maybe you had to hit the reset or something, but either way, we're going to change this filter and give them both a check. Give them both a cleaning. Start with the filter first. Looks like it's leaking a little bit. This is a new tank. I put this tank back in 09, so that's 7 years ago. Boy, flipping time flies, huh? Time flies when you're having fun, mama. Make little, make little. Yeah, let's see what we can do. We're gonna change this filter. Got a little ball valve here, shut that off. Looks like this has been leaking here on top. It's a little loose maybe. We'll put a new washer on it. I said it's been 3 years, so we're going to change the filter either way. See what it's like. Yeah, it definitely looks mucky. Definitely looks mucky. Yeah, I see it. Definitely needs to be changed. Something like that, I usually take my brush and give that bowl a good cleaning. And get a little 2-inch brush and just kind of clean it out, clean the muck out. Try to clean out around the spring and stuff if I can. Rub it on the sides. There's all muck down inside there, and we'll dump that muck out of there. Don't hurt to give it a good cleaning. Get all that muck out of there. I usually like to open this up and give it a good, make sure that the line's not blocked, give it a good flush. We know that line's all clean good now. And we'll put new gaskets. There's gaskets here. And there's gaskets here on this. They come with the new. Comes in a new kit anyway. It comes with new washers. Seeing it was leaking. And you can see there's a spring on that holds it in the middle. Without the spring, the thing will flop around. Sometimes that spring will get pushed down. You want to make sure it's up high. Right, here's the washers that come with it. This washer goes on here. One washer there, and then this washer goes here. A lot of times I will double them up if I got, but you only need one of each. Now seeing that thing had a leak, it might have been sucking air in. Sucking air in, especially overhead oil line. We'll give it a good. We'll check it good. We'll check the filters at the pumps, make sure that they're clean. We'll give it a good purge. We'll open this up and we'll bleed the air from here out of the container. Once the oil starts coming out, I can shut it off. I said it's been 3 years. But since I've been here, someone else's might have been here, I'm not sure. It takes a little while to get to bleed the air out, but gotta have patience. Patience is a virtue. Cold out today, probably 20, 25 out or something. It's cold. I'm not liking the cold too much. Alright, here comes the oil, so we're good. We can shut this off. Make sure that's tight. Make sure it's not leaking. You don't want no leaks. If a leak, could be an airbound situation. Sucks in here. Not good. We'll check it before we leave. Make sure that there's no oil here. I'm thinking it's gonna be okay. Sucker looks like it's still leaking. Alright, this was a Carlin burner. This is the oil tank. There was air in the pump last time, but seeing that there was a leak at the filter, I will check this, make sure that this isn't dirty, and we'll pull the nozzle out, clean the assembly, which I might have already done, and we'll fire it back up. I want to check this. 5/16. Some of the new ones are Allen wrench. Shut this off here. I think I ran the overhead oil line last time I was here changing the tank. Suntech pump will have a filter in it. I usually put my screwdriver right here and just pop it. Try to save the gasket if I can. It ain't crazy dirty, but I'll give it a cleaning anyway. It's dirty enough. You could just replace these, or you can clean them, whatever you want to do. As long as the gasket's still good, you can give these things a good cleaning. Or you can replace them. A lot of guys will just replace them, but whatever. What I usually do is I'll take the oil, the oil in a container here, and I'll just kind of swish it around in the oil and give it a cleaning. Not a big deal. A lot of times you could, reuse the same gasket. It's not a big deal. I have those filters in the truck. I could change it, but sometimes it's just as easy just to clean it. I said I was here last week. I think Friday or Thursday last week, or maybe the beginning of this week. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to look at the tag. Monday or Tuesday or something. The son was down here and he called me. He had no hot water, so I ran out and seen that it's been 3 years since the cleaning. I told him I gotta, schedule something with his father to come back and do these burner cleanings. I know I took this nozzle out already, and I think I might have put a new nozzle in it. I'm not sure. Airman pump, clean, draw assembly, and nozzle. So I did clean the draw assembly and the nozzle. What we're going to do is we're going to bleed the air out of it. Open this up a couple of turns and give it a run, give it a good bleed. Run it till it runs nice and red. See how it's running nice and red, pink. So we're on. Last time I was here, there was air in the pump. don't see any air in the pump this time. But, like I said, that filter was leaking at the tank a little bit, so we'll check the burner, the boiler, what's going on with that. Yeah, a little bit of sediment in it, not a lot, just a little bit. On top of the burners, I guess. I'm gonna vacuum out the top. It's not really dirty, a little bit in there. I can just get it from the top. Sections aren't all full of soot. There's residue on the top there. Am I blinding you with a light? This stuff on the top comes down from the chimney. Each cleaning is, could be different. Alright guys, we'll check the pump on this one, the filter on this pump too. It's been 3 years, we'll check this one. This one's a Beckett Suntech pump. I have to shut this one off because the oil coming out. This one's not an overhead line, so I should be able to push the oil out through this. Just open this and get some oil out of it. Again, there's a little. I usually put my screwdriver right here and just pop it. Oh yeah, this one's definitely got more muck in it than the other one did. Opening this up, this should flush that line out. There's any muck in there. This one's definitely got some muck in it. Look at that filter, see the muck? I'm gonna get all that out of there. Like I said, oil in this bucket, so I just kind of sometimes you're better off just changing the filter, like I said, but you can clean them if you got a little brush. It's a plastic, it's plastic and it's stainless, so it's not gonna like it's gonna rot or go bad, and you could reuse them. So you get most of the muck off with the brush. You just rinse it around in the oil, and it'll come pretty clean. You can see it's pretty clean, you know. That's pretty good right there. That's good to put that back in. Get a couple of these nuts started. Like I said, I usually, you know, just clean them, put them back. I could usually tell if it's dirty by the flow coming out of the pump, but seeing that this thing hasn't been cleaned in 3 years, it needed a once over. Pull out the drawer sample and see what the nozzle looks like. Windy day today. Now we'll open this back up, and we're going to have to bleed the pump after we check the nozzle. Alright, like I said, the power's off. Power's off. Lately, I haven't been changing the nozzles on all the stuff that I work on. Depends. If it's nasty, if it's running clean and lean. Yeah, see how dirty it is. I usually get in here with the tell if the head's broken or burnt by doing this, and if there's any carbon on there, it'll break it, or it'll drop it off. I usually use this carburetor cleaner. This is the stuff that I got. It's probably not as good as the gum out I used to use, but it works. Just spray some carburetor cleaner on there, and it comes pretty clean with that. And let that soak for a bit. Take the electrodes out and give them a good cleaning. I'm going to get all that carbon off of everything. So you know it's going to be good. It's good to clean this plate because what happens is the light will reflect off it and help the ohm reading for the CAD cell. So it's kind of important to keep it clean. You want it shiny so it reflects the light good. And it don't hurt to keep this thing nice and clean, you know, it's only good practice to give it a good cleaning. You can tell this is a big burner because see how small this plate is? A small burner would have a bigger plate. Probably definitely. It's a 1 gallon. It's 1 gallon 80. What I got in there. I'm gonna put a new nozzle in there. You can see the filter's clean on that, but we'll put a new nozzle in there. See how we cleaned everything up good. So, and here it's windy out here, the damper banging around. I did clean the electrodes, so we'll put them back in. You want to be about 1/8 or 1/16 in front, and then, you know, 5/8 above it. I'm alright with that. Alright, we'll put the drawer assembly back in, and then we'll bleed the pump and fire it up. CAD cell looks clean. We're gonna bleed this pump because it's you know, I opened it up, so we have to bleed it. Three-eighths. I usually open it up a couple turns. We'll turn it on. Be off on limit, maybe? Yeah. It's going to be off at limit 180. I'll turn the high limit up just for now. See how it's nice and pink. Yeah, we're getting a good flow there, that's what we want. Check the graph, see what we're doing with the graph. Our little graph meter. It's got a little thing that goes in the back, screws in the back here. Then you put your finger over this hole, set it to 0, then you release your finger. That's how it works. So I got my finger over the hole, and then I'll release it. A lot of draft there, see it? It's a lot. But that's 4. See it? That's too much draft. It's a windy day, that's why. See how this thing's bouncing around? It's a windy day. See how that thing's bouncing around? It's a windy flipping day outside. That's why it's doing that. See the wind? See what the wind's doing? That's the wind. But we're going to leave the draft the way it was. It was already set up before, so I know the burn is clean. I'm fine. We'll turn the limit back down to 180. Alright, that's dry. And this one here, we cleaned the pump strainer. I was here a few days ago and I did the draw assembly, so. This one here has got a new filter at tank, clean pump filter, lead pump, good oil flow. And I did air in pump, that was back on 9, that was 6 days ago. Clean burner assembly and nozzle. Well, that one's set. This boiler here, we did take the smoke pot and vacuum out the top of the boiler. Had a little bit of stuff on there. We cleaned the pump filter. We put a new nozzle and cleaned the drawer assembly. Vacuum top of boiler, clean pump filter, lead pump, new nozzle, clean drawer assembly. So it should be good to go. Like I said, don't worry about the draft because it's a flipping windy day and it's gonna screw you up. So I don't want to play with it. Not today. All right, these two are set, ready to rock and roll for another year. You'll probably call me in 3. This is going to be a call for heat right here. The high limit is going to be calling. Pre-ignition, 3 seconds. Delayed oil valve, 15 seconds for delay oil valve. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Houston, we have ignition.